quattro me casi, anzi vedo musura, anzi vedo musura, anzi vedo musura. Dime, niña, ¿dónde vienes? Que te quiero conocer. Dime, niña, ¿dónde vienes? Que te quiero conocer. Si tú no tienes amante, yo te he de aprender. Si tú no tienes amante, yo te he de aprender. Anzi vedo hermosura, anzi vedo hermosura, anzi vedo hermosura. Yéndome para la guerra, 2 pesos a la ready. Yéndome para la guerra, 2 pesos a la ready. El uno es para mi madre, yo de arde. El uno es para mi madre y el otro para ti. Anzi vedo hermosura, anzi vedo hermosura, anzi vedo hermosura. A la una yo nací, a las 2 me engrandecí. A la una yo nací, a las 2 me engrandecí. A las 3 da mi amante, a las 4 me casí. A las 3 da mi amante, a las 4 me casí. Anzi vedo hermosura, anzi vedo hermosura, anzi vedo hermosura. Welcome to Monday night, friends. Good to see you all. It's nice and a little not nice to be back in Pennsylvania. It's nice for all the reasons you might expect. I'm home, hanging with the house elf. Life is good, but I do miss my friends and at Sherwood Forest Faire. So, to all of you. For those of you who don't know, I am Jeremy Grafe, and I write music for a band called Subaltern Project. So I will be playing a few of my originals tonight, as well as some old classic tunes, like the one I just played, a la Una Yo Naci, which is a song of the Sephardim. And dating varies, but I have it on good authority. The song is 15th century in origin. So... and probably not the oldest song I'll play tonight.
Everyone is saying hello.
Oh, hello, 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 hello.
Nathan specifically, hello everybody.
Aw, I should say it.
Yeah. Scotch Dragon, Pine
Nice,
Racer,
nice, nice,
Carlos,
nice. Oh, cool.
Lisa.
Did you turn your mic on?
Yeah, you can hear me now.
Oh, that's exciting.
Live and direct.
Live and direct. You can now hear the house elves. Well, hey, Lisa and Carlos and Lindsay and Nathan and cool.
If anybody else is there, say hello in the chat.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's always better when more people show up and say hi. We've got a pretty good crew. We've got our West Portugal delegate. We've got at least one Texas delegate that I'm aware of. Cool. Yeah, so I'll probably talk a little bit more about this, but the Sherwood one was really great, and Volgamut is still there. Michael has been joined by Kathleen Finnegan for the remainder of the run, so if you are anywhere near Austin, just check it out. It's a really cool fair. I highly recommend getting yourself to Robin's Sweets at least once to get the amazing pineapple soft serve. But yeah. There'll be some more stuff later. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Looks like we've got a fairly lively chat going, so I'll be checking in on that a little bit later. Haven't played this on the live stream in a bit, because apparently this is not the easiest key in the world for certain historic instruments. Go figure. Yeah, welcome to Monday night, friends. Well, it is definitely turned into spring in Pennsylvania in my absence. The Wandering Bard is once again borderline sweltering, so here's to that.
We had spammers in the chat.
Nice.
And Barbara said, "You're not singing Into the Void."
Aw, thank you, Barbara. It's nice to see you.
And your parents said hello.
Oh, wow. Mom and Dad on the chat.
Nope.
No?
In the phone.
Oh, yes. Texting. Yes, the original chat. The private line. The VIP lounge.
Scotch Dragon said it's storming there, so they're going to have to sign off.
Well, hopefully the storm is not too terrible, Scotch Dragon, and you'll be able to catch the repeat that will be playing here.
Yes.
So,
Safe
yeah.
and all.
Yeah, be safe. The weather is no joke in Texas. There were reports of really monstrous hail not very far from Sherwood during the storm I witnessed there, so hopefully you will be spared that.
Lindsay said pollen has been bad lately, and that's definitely true.
That is for sure, Lindsay. The pollen from the cypress trees at Sherwood was like something else, but a lot of the local flora are equally challenging. So, yeah. Well, once again, this moment brought to us by our Blessed Lady of Hydration, who will be helping to clear out all of the histamines as well as keep our vocal cords lubricated. So here's to that. So here's a cover that I play a lot, like on my own, and I don't know if I've played this on the show. So here's a first. And one of my favorite Radiohead songs, also one of the first songs I learned how to play. So there you go. Jumps in a week, I bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying along with your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you drop. Kill yourself for recognition, kill yourself to never, ever stop. Another mirror, you're turning into something you are not. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry, don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. You will be the one who cannot talk. All your insides fall to pieces. You just sit there wishing you could still make love. They're the ones who hate you when you think you've got the world all sussed out. Don't leave Oh, what's the best thing that you've ever had? The best thing you have had has gone away. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high. Don't leave me dry. And that's High and Dry by Radiohead, which is definitely not the oldest song I will be playing tonight.
Lisa really enjoyed that song. She
Oh,
said.
right on.
Great song.
Thank you, Lisa. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with Radiohead, especially
That's true. That's true.
especially those first albums. Like there's not a lot on any of them. Like OK Computer, The Bends, those two especially. Like, oof. Heavy, but gorgeous. Funny how that works out. Speaking of heavy but gorgeous, and also not the oldest song tonight. This one is a favorite of the 18th century pirate refugees that find themselves wandering around the grounds of Ren fairs, anachronistically looking for their next rum. Kind friends and companions, come join me in rhyme. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may and might never all meet here again. So here's a health to the company, and one to my less. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may and might never all meet here again. To the dear lass that I love so well, for style and her beauty there's none can excel. She smiles on my countenance as she sits on my knee. Sure there's no one on earth who's as happy as me. So here's a health to the company, and one to my less. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may and might never all meet here again. Our ship lies at harbor, she's ready to dock. I wish her safe landing without any shock. If I ever should meet you by land or by sea, I will always remember your kindness to me. So here's a health to the company, and one to my less. Let us drink and be My course may be challenged by November gale. If fortune shall prove to be friend or be foe, you will always be with me wherever I go. So here's a health to the company, and one to my less. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may and might never all meet here again. Health to you all. Ooh. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm Jeremy Grafe, recently returned from a run at Sherwood Forest Faire, where I've been playing as a guest artist with Volgamut over April. And during that time, Michael started a new show on the Volgamut Twitch channel called Taverns and Tankards. That's going to start up tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern. You should definitely check that out. He will be joined by the mighty Kathleen Finnegan on harp. And there might be some other special guests. If any of those special guests are in the chat, be of good cheer and shout it out in the comments that you'll be showing up. It was a really fun show to be a part of while I was there. And the whole point is basically to just make up a bunch of mood music inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. So, like, lately we've been, I guess I'm part of that too, although maybe not as directly. We were working with Paulo Garbanzo's Nat 21 Adventures and making songs based on the current campaign that he's got going. So that's a good time. Definitely check that out. And of course, I have my own new show that I started on Wednesdays. I took a break last week as I was driving home from Texas, and it is very hard to conduct a Twitch interview while avoiding traffic on I-81. So, we're back at it this week. I think 1 p.m. Eastern? I'll have to check on that.
Usually do it 2.
Is it usually 2?
Yeah.
All right.
You're best at Central and...
Yeah, I'm all messed up on times, but if you're already following this channel, you will get the notification that I will be going live Wednesday afternoon, where I will be discussing music and acting and how that intersects with ministry with my friend Kelly Turner, who is brilliant and talented, and I'm so excited that I get to have this conversation with her. The show is called The Garden of Mutual Delights, and the whole point of the show is just to talk to some of my brilliant friends and hear the things that light them up, because there are so many easy ways to think about like what's hard in the world and what's terrible, and it's pretty great to hear what lights somebody up and what they're passionate about. And Kelly is not only a passionate musician and actress, but she's also in active church ministry, which is pretty unique and interesting, that she's been doing with her wife, Dami, who is also brilliant and amazing. So tune in Wednesday afternoon for the Garden of Mutual Delights and my conversation with Kelly. Even if you're not a church-going person, she's got a lot of great stuff to share, and I hope you'll be part of it. I know that the afternoon might not be easy for some of us that are at work at that hour, but the VOD will be up, and I will be posting links later on to a more permanent VOD that'll be up on the Subaltern Project YouTube channel. So, yeah, those are some announcements. So we made it through the announcements, folks. Good work. How are we doing in the comments, House Elf? I get a thumbs up. She has a microphone, and I just get a thumbs up. I think that's her way of saying shut up and play more music. So, with that in mind, a song that Michael and I had in our bag of tricks for the run at Sherwood, but almost never played because we were in a rowdy bar, and it turns out that ballads about star-crossed lovers are really not what people want to listen to when engaging in heavy day drinking. However, I do love this song, and it's got all of the things about star-crossed lovers. It's got the disapproving parents, it's got a voyage at sea, and at least in this version, it's got, well, the ending that you would hope for a pair of star-crossed lovers. Abroad as I was walking one evening in the spring, I heard a maid in Bedlam so sweetly for to sing. Her chain she rattled in her hand, and thus replied she, I love my love because I know my love loves me. Cruel were his parents who sent my love to sea, and cruel was the galleon that bore my love from me. Yet I love his parents since there is, although they've ruined me. For I love my love because I know my love loves me. The straw I weave a garland, I'll weave it very fine, with roses, daisies, lilies, I'll mix the eglantine, and I'll present it to my love when he returns from sea. For I love my love because I know my love loves me. Just as she there sat weeping, her love he came on land. Hearing she was in Bedlam, he ran straight out of hand. He flew into her loving arms, and thus replied he, I love my love because I know my love loves me. So now these two are married, and happy may they be, like turtle doves together in love and unity. All pretty maids with patience wait that have got loves at sea. I love my love because I know my love loves me. I love my love because I know my love loves me. Ah, I love that song. I think that one is 15th or 16th century. Very beautiful. How are we doing in the chat over there?
It's chatty.
It's a chatty chat?
A chatty chat.
All right.
Lindsay thought you were talking about Lady Leroy, which also checks off the three things.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I mean, if you're gonna do a star-crossed lovers routine, like, it's almost always disapproving parents. Although there are plenty of other really tragic consequences that can make the star-crossed lovers star-crossed lovers. So, anyway. Well, so, no, I don't have any more announcements. I'm going to spare you more announcements. I'm going to play another song that hasn't shown up much on the show lately. The thing about guests is I usually don't put too many of the weirder rhythms or weirder keys on guests. And as it turns out, B-flat is not the kindest of keys for a lot of instruments, which on this, I'll usually play it capoed, but on electric guitar, I sure don't. Anyway, deliver us. Deliver us from madmen and fools. Deliver us from the stupid and cruel. Deliver us from destruction we've made. Deliver us from the trust we break. Deliver us from the climate we change. Deliver us from fire and earthquake. Deliver us from wind, flood, and hurricane. Deliver us from resources we drain. Deliver us from a lack of confidence. Deliver us from our anger misspent. Deliver us from depression that chokes. Deliver us from our absence of hope. Deliver us from partition and divide. Deliver us from our fear and our pride. Deliver us from hatred and bigotry. Deliver us from self-interest and greed. Deliver us from madmen and fools. Deliver us from the stupid and cruel. Deliver us from destruction we've made. Deliver us from the trust we break. Glory, hallelujah, hallowed be thy name. When the shit show's all done, love's finally won. we'll all join in one voice and sing. Glory, hallelujah, hallowed be thy name. It will now be done, we're finally won, and all of our grief turned to praise. Glory, hallelujah, hallowed be thy name. Your kingdom will come, and your will be done. There won't be more tears of pain. Glory, hallelujah, hallowed be thy name. Everyone is redeemed, made anew and made clean. We're made in the image of you. Glory, hallelujah, hallowed be thy name. Your will now be done, we're finally won, and all of our grief turned to praise. Well, here's another break for our Blessed Lady of Hydration.
Lindsay asks, can you even capo electric?
You can. I mean, and people do. And like some of that is some people don't necessarily know the chord voicings, but usually it's because they write a song in a certain key and they don't want to lose that. So like part of the reason why I don't play like the actual chords is because like there's some things that I'm doing capoed with this particular set of chord shapes, and like that sounds and feels better to me. Whereas if I'm playing on the electric that I usually play this song on, it's like it's a different experience. But yeah, so you might do that on an electric. The capo, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of alternative tunings, and there are lots of reasons why somebody would capo. Like some people look at a capo as a cheat, but it's not any more of a cheat than, I don't know, using like a reverb pedal, or like it's the sound palette. So, good question, Lindsay. Also, you might use a capo if you're playing with other people and don't want to play exactly the same chords as them, which is a great reason to play a capo, although not the reason why I am right now. So, another in the long line of excellent English songwriters, and I'm realizing as I'm saying this that other than a brief moment with the Sephardic people at the beginning of the program and a few of my own, we've mostly been focusing on a brief review of 6 centuries of British songwriting. And I'm going to continue that right now with a song by Robert Smith that he wrote for his band The Cure, which, if you don't know them, I highly recommend them. Until your tongue fell out, and then you talked Well, so if you're just tuning in, I am Jeremy Grafe. This is the Subaltern Project Twitch channel, so thanks for tuning in. This is an every Monday night occurrence, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I wanted to take a minute to just thank my patrons. I couldn't do this without you, and the fact that you've been supporting this music is it means a lot. We've managed to upgrade a couple of things in the studio, and you really actually helped with getting me to Texas safely and back. So I really appreciate that. Thanks for being on this journey. For those of you who don't know, Subaltern Project has a Patreon channel, and we have a lot of exclusive music and video just for patrons. A couple versions of like live albums that are exclusive downloads. The VOD will stay up forever from these Monday nights, and a couple other behind the scenes extras that are pretty cool. And as we get into reopening of things, I'm hoping to get a couple albums together in the next year. I've been writing for a new Subaltern Project record, and I've been playing a lot of that stuff on this show on Monday nights, but to get that fully realized with like a full band and all of that, that actually does take a little bit of effort, and I really want to be able to pay people if they play on the album. So patronage and tipping is definitely a great way to support that. So thank you for that, patrons, and I'm so glad that you trust me and you're supporting the music that we're making together, and this really great community that's kind of come up on live streaming. Thanks so much for tuning in week after week. It has been such an incredible thing to be able to be with you every Monday night through such a strange and difficult year. So thank you. And kind of on that note, we're maybe not out of the woods yet, and we're still experiencing some frustration and heartache from the pandemic, but I'm real hopeful that the summer is going to bring good things, and hopefully more of us will be able to see each other again, and some of us meet for the first time. But for now, let's hang on to some hope. And this next song is really about that. It's about rising from the ashes. So. Well, friends, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, it was great being with you on a Monday night. It's always awesome to be able to see everybody in the comments and hang out with y'all. So this has been the Subaltern Project Twitch channel. I'm Jeremy Grafe. Thanks so much for tuning in. See you next week. Actually, no. See you Wednesday, hopefully. Or maybe before in the comments of a Volgamut show tomorrow night.